Oh, good God.
Hello, everyone. We have guests at the house right now. So, literally just knocked on the door. Dogs went crazy, and
Sorry to disturb live at 9. I surprised my mom for Mother's Day, so.
Morgan came home just now.
Yeah,
And knocking on the door, and of course the doggies went crazy. Melissa went running. Well, let's do that on. Let's just do that so everybody can see what's happening. So,
oh my goodness. So, Morgan just came home. Like, she knocked on the door, and
it just went crazy
it
in
went
this house.
crazy in this
It was
house.
perfectly quiet like 3 minutes ago.
So she brought me cinnamon drops, one of my favorite candies, and then she got me
Chicken salad.
chicken salad jalapeno. Yay! And Olivia's Old South chicken salad.
Where's it from?
Egg and pickles.
Okay, so where's this? Where's
Chicken Salad Chick. So I don't know if it's a chain, but it's in St. Louis. But I texted Dad today and told him I was shipping chicken salad home. But I was bringing it home.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, my goodness. Yes, it's party time, Evan. It is. It's party time. Look at that. Look at that.
Well,
chicken
she saw it
salad.
on camera. We had
Thank
made the camera tight.
Look,
So
yeah.
there.
Aw, that's my girl. And then,
She left on my birthday and came home for Mother's Day. What's that say?
yeah. Okay, there we go. Thank
I'm
you
going to
so
say
much.
it's from Arby's.
You're going to say it's from Arby's?
I'm not. No.
Oh, Evan says he's going to say it's from Arby's. Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness.
So.
Oh, my goodness. How are you all doing? It's been a few days since we've been on. Hopefully you're
Tuesday.
doing great. I was
Same amount
like
of days
tired, and now I'm not tired anymore.
The same amount of days as always since we've been on.
That's true. That's true. So, oh look, she's even thought of you. She's even thought of you.
You can tell it's been a while since she played basketball because she can't hit the post.
She can't hit.
So.
Oh my goodness.
I caught it.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
So now
there
you're
we go.
playing on the. You got. So
anyway, yeah. So everyone's on. Hey, Brandy's on. David's on. Evan's on. Pee Wee's on. Miss Brandy's on tonight. I'm loving that. Two Brandys spelled the same way. I even love that. Tanya's on. Portia's on. Chrissy is on. Well, she's getting her own podcast channel.
Have
That's
fun.
awesome, Chrissy.
Have fun with that.
Yeah, it's very different. Hey, Megan. Megan's on. If you guys are on tonight, say hello. I know it's the Saturday night before Mom's Day.
Day.
Yeah. Anyway, hopefully you all are doing great. So anyway, hey, Daryl. Daryl's on tonight. If you guys could do us a favor, noticing this with social media trends right now, it is not alerting a lot of people when we're going live or when things are happening. So if you can share it, like our post, comment, anything like that, but share it and really invite your friends to watch, especially like our Sunday services, and if there's anything that encourages you.
I think the social media gods, small g, are trying to do everything they can to stifle the big G.
Yeah, I think
Let's just say it like that.
I think that's true. So I definitely.
I think they think that they're really God.
Yeah.
But they're not.
Yep.
But if you could do your part and help it, like, because we talked about this on the way home today, faith without works is dead. So
yes.
Let's do a little work.
Yes.
Click the share button down at the bottom.
Yes.
We're only live on 2 channels tonight, so YouTube and the 2 church channels.
That's
so
awesome.
We're trying to help solve a little bit of that issue.
Yes, Justin, I caught the worship and word on the precursor announcement. I didn't catch it in time.
Oh, yeah.
The reason being is
Somebody didn't change it back.
which I'm not exactly sure why it didn't. Oh, because I'm using the same Restream account, not the eCam account. Got this. I'm learning this. If you notice that worship and word on Wednesday.
Thank you for letting us know.
Yeah, thank you. It's hard to. Tanya, I think it's just algorithms. Tanya said that nobody sees her shop posts either. So I would really ask people that are active on social media to share stuff. Like it, comment, really get your friends. It's just weird. Algorithms are
even
weird.
like this. Yeah, I don't even understand now how to go check certain things on my business page.
Yeah, it's very, very different. So anyway, yeah, it's one of those things where Facebook is just weird right now. So anyway, so everyone is on tonight. Oh, look at this. They're bringing their stuff in. They're spending the night tonight. This is awesome. They'll be with me at church tomorrow, which is amazing.
5 girls just walked past.
I know, yeah.
3 humans and 2 dogs. I'll let you decide who's who.
He's outnumbered.
I'm very
be nice.
very
Anyway,
outnumbered.
yes, so Tina is on, Tina is right. Like, you go back, see your notifications, and set them to share.
Yeah.
So, anyway, awesome. Thank you, Cheryl. I really appreciate you sharing that. Anyway, everybody's saying Happy Mom's Day to everybody. I love that.
The Worship and Word crew keeps changing everything.
It's all right. I'm not worried about it. I caught the one.
No. I mean, you change how many cameras you do, where you're doing it.
I know.
We were doing it a different way. We're doing it. Then we're doing it the stage, and then you guys just you can always tell the worship people they're divas.
No, we are creative, and we're always looking for that perfect space. And we've kind of found it. We really like the green room.
I think that's high maintenance. I don't know if that's whether or not you can find the perfect space.
High maintenance is Evan chime in. High maintenance is when we come in and we like have this whole bin of stuff because he thinks that we need all this stuff. So anyway, it's actually worked out great.
To do what you were doing.
Yeah, to do what we were doing.
Then you changed.
I know. But it's great. We're super excited about Worship and Word being in the green room. And it's fun. It's exciting. We displayed a new song. And I think if you mess with that right now, you might mess with live stream. So just leave it alone. It's all good. It's okay. It's all right. We introduced a new song this past Wednesday, Battle Belongs. Awesome song.
Battle Belongs to Restream.
So if you haven't checked that song out, go ahead, check that song out. So anyway, Evan's like, look at that. Evan's on. So anyway.
Thank you for all the birthday wishes. I appreciate it. I'm
30
days or 29 days older than Melissa.
I know.
She got really technical on me. She's like, you always say it's 28, but it's actually 29. And I said, well, that just depends on what hour you were born. But if you want to get that technical, we're on 29.
Do you know what time of the day were you born?
I have no idea.
Your mom never told you?
Well, she probably did, but it wasn't worth remembering. I was born on May 6th.
Do you know what? I was born at 4:36 or 38 p.m. in the afternoon. And on my 16th birthday or whatever it was, my mom would not let me say I was 16 until 4:36 or 4:38.
I think we could call that cruel and unusual punishment.
I was like, Mom, I'm 16. She's like, no, you're not. You're not 16. Now I look back, I think she was just kind of struggling that I was going to be 16. So anyway, 2 a.m. after 12 hours of labor. See, look at that. Therefore, you cannot, when you wake up in the morning, it's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's been your birthday for a few hours. So anyway.
Only, leadless.
Yeah. Look at that. Megan says, I was born at 5:25 p.m. during the sportscast on WSIL News. That must be significant for a reason. Was your dad all into the sports part, or was it your mom and she was hey, sports section's on, the sportcast is on. Having a baby here. Having a baby.
I must say, on my birthday, after about noon, I put my phone away for quite a while.
You did. You did put your phone up. It was really...
My assistant told me to leave it in the mailbox.
Kind of hard to do.
What was funny was she called me then. She's like, you need to put your phone in the mailbox. And then she calls me.
Yeah.
Why is I'm like, well, that's why my phone is not in the mailbox, because you keep calling me.
Oh my goodness. That's awesome.
She's going to punch me out.
George hit you up on your birthday on LinkedIn. Love that.
I do a lot of LinkedIn. I stay in touch with a lot of the old corporate people.
So Brittany's so you're so good with numbers, but you don't know when you were born. And then she said when she was born. I find it very interesting because our 2 girls, one was born at 10:30 p.m., an hour and a half before her due date. And then our other daughter was born at 10:59 a.m. on my ultrasound due date. And so I've often said that if I ever were to get pregnant again, which no, if I were, and they said that your baby was going to be due September 18th, I'd be ready on the 18th, 17th, 18th, I'd be ready. But anyway, I just find it significant because one of our daughters had a really hard time sleeping through the night, really didn't sleep much at all. And then one daughter slept through the night, never had any issues out of her sleeping. So Yeah, I just think it's interesting. So anyway, I was born on a Monday at 3:13, 7:30 p.m. Black Mountain, Kentucky. Kentucky. That's awesome. Joyce is like, I have no idea what time of day I was born. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say.
Well, it's always funny that people's like, I was born at night, but it wasn't last night. How do you know you were born at night?
Well, yeah. Amber's like, Jax was born at 11. I remember because my doctor had a bet going with Justin. So I think that's interesting. When we had our one daughter, our doctor.
Our daughters have names.
I know, but like, I always try to like, I just like, but I don't like to, like, and here it's just like not specific, I guess, but the one doctor, remember the doctor, he had like, what's the matter with you? The commotion got to you, didn't it?
Yes, because it threw me off on my whole
It did.
my whole pattern of checking things.
I'm pretty much, whatever. Okay, we'll just go with this. We'll get it right back on track. He's over here going,
It takes both of us.
Takes. I
Now,
don't
who
know
did you
how
call when you were having problems?
well, I called you.
All right. Now,
I did. I called you. I did call my husband. Evan can attest to that. I did call my husband. But Evan can also attest that outside of just not knowing that I needed to shut my computer down,
outside of all the things I didn't know how to do, I knew how to do some things.
I knew how to pull up Ecamm and I knew how to pull up.
Anyway, keep going on the story about the
Okay,
kids.
anyway,
Don't let me distract you. Let me
the
don't
one
let me throw
doctor
a ball
brought his
and you go-
kids. Remember that? He brought his kids to the hospital and he like settled in. He was like, oh, it's going to be a long night. And popsicles, and nurses like, nah, they're not going to have time to enjoy those popsicles. Might as well get them in the other room. Like, baby's coming. And the other doctor, he got there late because he was working on his horse's abscess.
Happy birthday to Joe Stritzel today.
Oh my goodness.
Great people are born in May.
Great people. Oh my goodness. See, Theresa's chiming in tonight. She's like, Tasha
All
was
the
born
moms
at
are showing
this.
off their memories.
Talitha was born here. Matthew was born here. Yeah, Chrissy's like, I was born on this day. Don't remember what time. And,
Okay.
you
What hospital were you born in?
Oh, what hospital? That's a good one. What hospital were you born in?
Memorial Hospital, South Bend, Indiana. I have no idea what time it was. I just know I was born C-section.
Mm.
I was breech.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some people
So
still say
I
am.
wonder. I wonder if your your mom's C-section was planned. So if it was probably in the morning.
My understanding was they were trying to turn me, and I wouldn't
Oh,
turn.
then I have no idea when you were born. I don't know. Here's like Heron
Yeah,
Hospital.
born at home in Yale, Jasper County, Illinois. Elijah was born 11:27 a.m. Look at
Yeah,
all the herons.
I know. Like, that's awesome that you were born at home.
Miners
Joyce, my
and Clipper.
dad.
Was that like an old hospital back then?
Wow, we learned stuff on Live at 9
Yeah.
because, especially about this area.
Evan was Barnes Hospital up in St. Louis.
Well, Joyce was born at home, and my dad
happy
was
birthday,
born.
Miss Portia. Well, I think we
Oh.
sang to her the other night, didn't we?
Yeah. Oh, did
That
we?
would have been Tuesday night.
Yeah, I'm not sure we did or not. Portia, did we sing to you on Tuesday night? If we didn't, let me know. But Joyce said she was born at home, and my dad was born at home. And my dad was born at home, and it was a scary thing. Had a midwife, but the cord was wrapped around my dad's neck, and the midwife. God just gave that midwife such knowledge and wisdom, and boom, my dad. She got that cord. It was totally fine. My dad is perfect. So,
Amber was born
love
in
that.
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. Well, Amber has lived all over, if I'm not mistaken, because military. So
St. Francis
that's
Hospital in
awesome.
Topeka, Kansas.
Topeka,
pretty
Kansas.
cool. So Paducah.
And Faith was born there too. How cool is that? That's awesome.
So I noticed the other day. It's been a while since I've been to Paducah. The hospital changed names.
Yeah, it's a Mercy,
It's
Hospital, now. Thought that was interesting. So
he was
yeah,
born in Heron. Amber Wiggs.
premature at 3 pounds.
If my memory's right, they brought you home in a shoebox. Is that correct, Pee Wee? I believe that's what happened.
Wow.
Coal Miners Memorial in West Frankfort.
So I wonder if that's where. Well, David said his was in Christopher, right?
Born at Robbins Air Force Base in
Yeah.
Warner, Robbins, Georgia.
That's right. That's right. Mary Memorial Hospital, which was on the grounds where the hub is today. See, that's what's interesting. My mom was born at St. Joe Hospital in Murfreesboro, but my mom's like, well, it was downtown. It's not in the location it was today. So.
Randy was born in Little Rock, Arkansas, Air Force Base.
Wow. I did not realize that.
St. Francis in Cape Girardeau. I've actually been to that hospital.
Yes, been there.
Wood River. up by St. Louis.
I don't even know where that's at. Miners was an old hospital. Wow. Interesting. No, we did not sing to you.
Well,
okay.
here we go.
Guess what? Here we go. You ready? Y'all ready? We're going to sing happy birthday to Portia. Now, do me a favor. While I'm singing happy birthday to Portia, go up underneath her no comment and say happy belated birthday. Her
That's
birthday was
right
May
here.
4th. And we are going to sing happy birthday. If you're on YouTube, throw your wishes up on YouTube and we'll throw them up on the screen. Here we go. You ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Portia. Happy birthday to you. Love it, love it, love it.
Golf clap.
Go ahead. So good. Anyway. All right.
Bushy,
England.
Miss
Oh my
Hillary.
goodness, Miss Hillary's on. I love
St.
her.
Francis and Cape.
Really? I didn't know that, Micah. Interesting.
Both of us born in Carbon 9 months apart. So one of the coolest stories I've ever heard is brother and sister Finney were born a couple hours apart or 2 days apart in here in hospital. One was going home from the hospital while the other was being born. And then they were married for...
How many years?
So brother Finney died when he was 84 years old. So I think it was 60 years that they were married, if I remember right.
Wow.
Or more.
60 years.
I can probably tell you, if I went back and read my funeral sermon for him, I could tell you.
Yeah, that's just so amazing. Like, you just don't hear those stories. Of course, you know, I mean, when you do hear them, you celebrate them so much. And I think there's more stories out there like that than what we hear about. And that's the good news that people love to celebrate, especially right now. So, absolutely love that. Let's see. Pee-wee says he still smells like old shoes. So, it must have been. That's awesome.
I love it when...
That's awesome, Joyce, that she says one of my brothers, 2.5 years older than me and also born at home, was basically stillborn. With the cord around his neck, the doctor set him aside to concentrate on saving his twin, but Pop was able to give him rescue breathing and get him started breathing on his own. How awesome is that?
67 years, brother and sister Finney were married prior to him passing.
67 years.
Yep.
That is amazing. That is amazing. That's a long time to do life with someone and to be together. That's just phenomenal. Alana was born in Jackson, Tennessee. Little girl will be born in Carbondale. How cool.
Love all the happy birthday wishes to Miss Portia.
Oh, yes. I love that. Happy belated birthday. Look, all the cakes. If you're on YouTube, we'll throw that up for you. It doesn't look like there's too many on YouTube tonight doing birthday wishes, but we'll throw them up none the same. All the same. Almost all the towns around here had their own hospital. You know, I grew up in Dunkirk and then moved to Portland, and in Portland we had a county hospital. But they quit delivering babies, and everybody had to go to Muncie, so.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. There's some things that have changed for the better and some things that...
I know. Some things that you just wish wouldn't have changed. But yet at the same hand, I think that you can put more specialized at one hospital and really focus on that.
So Sarah Baker, Portia Grimes is also your aunt?
My goodness. We
We're
are learning all kinds of things on Live at Night. That is awesome. That is amazing. A helicopter ride. We went on one of those.
40 years.
Loved it. That's amazing. Yes. That is a long time. That is amazing. Being born in Little Rock.
64
love it.
years together, almost 67.
That is so...
45 years for Pee Wee and Lisa.
My parents have been together and married almost 37 years. That is amazing. Yeah, that is her birthday. Married for 57 years. Okay, so how long have you been married, and how long have your parents been married? If they're, I know for us, my mom and dad still together, and they have been married. Oh my goodness. Yikes.
But you're going to be 44.
I know.
So it's over 44.
I know.
Less than 50.
I know. They were married like 3 or 4 years before they had me, so Yeah, they've been married like, I don't know, 47, almost 50 years. That's just 48 years, I think. It'll be 48 years this year. Yeah, I think so. I think so. I don't know. I have no idea. None whatsoever.
But she remembers what time she was born.
You know what? Because my mom wouldn't let me forget it. It's just one of those things when my mom would let me forget. Yeah. We've been married 21 years. And then, yeah. How long were your mom and dad together before your father passed away? Can't remember. 40-some years.
46 or 47 years.
Yeah.
My dad's been dead 3 years. Jody is 4 years older than I am. I'm 44. So
Yeah.
Jody's 40.
Yeah. it's
Jody's
crazy.
48. Will be 49 in November. So they would. I think this would be their 50th year.
Wow.
If my memory's right. We
That's
were all
amazing.
supposed to go to Disney, and my mom and dad were actually going to have a wedding
Yes.
at the Grand Floridian.
At the Grand Floridian.
Yeah.
I remember that.
So
Christy's aunt and uncle are married for 75 years. That's a long time. 34 years for George. 46 years for David and Joyce. 12 years. Parents, 41 this year. My goodness.
61 years for LaDonna and Al Sr.
Oh, my
And Jean's
goodness.
parents were married 64 years.
Yeah, Shane and Amber married 17 years. Parents were married 30 years, almost 30 years before.
My parents.
50.
It's just hard to believe, isn't it, Evan? Like when you look at your mom and
Yes.
dad, and Evan's so young, and you're like, oh. Yeah. Somebody asked me the other day, did I feel my age? And I said, when I get up in the morning, I still think I'm 18. By the time I get to the mirror, look in the mirror, I'm like, well, who's that dude?
Yeah, exactly. I
Who
totally
is that
feel you.
guy?
I totally feel you.
My.
That is just.
Oh, snap. We got a little marriage apps going on.
Oh my goodness. 13 years this September. 38 years in July. I'm loving this.
I think your dad, David, actually likes being married.
Yeah.
When if they get married after somebody passes away, there's not on every case, but
they
people
really
seek
enjoy,
companionship.
Yeah.
They really do.
Well, that was my grandfather. My dad's, my mom's mom passed away in 2001. She passed away 14 days after September 11th. And my grandfather remarried September 26th, 2002. So a year and 1 day after my grandma passed away. And they were married until they both passed away in 2014. So it's amazing how my grandfather really enjoyed being married. He enjoyed the companionship and
Do you enjoy being married?
I love being married. I don't just enjoy it. I love it. I love it.
20 years for Jody and Hank. This is true, Evan. And as the older you get, certain things mark time differently. So now it's how many years since my dad has passed. Little things like that happened all the time. So
I love that. PJ and Donna just celebrated 25 years. Her parents were married for 30 years. Wow. On their anniversary. Oh my goodness, Donna, I didn't realize that. And they got married later in life. 30 years old was...
a lot of respect to Donna and her brother.
Yep.
Who've been without their parents now for 20 years and were young when their parents left them. Because Donna's father passed away not too long after that. So
right.
A lot of props to people who've grown up without parents.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Jason and Erica, 17 years.
In July.
Quinn and Cindy,
years.
25 years. You're way too young to have been married 25 years.
I know. And congratulations, Quinn. I saw the news, so that is awesome. Congratulations to you. That is amazing. I don't feel my age until then. Yeah, in my back. Yeah, I don't know. This year doing 75 hard really, I think, helped me. But it really did show me that when I lost a lot of my weight and really got into fitness in 2009, my body's changed a little bit. Your metabolism changes, things like that. So,
Steve and Debbie are 34, just celebrated 34 years.
That's awesome. Just a few days ago. That is amazing.
That's how old I am now.
Yeah, 37 for Tina. I'm loving this. This is awesome. Can I challenge you guys? Is not meeting him sooner.
That's awesome.
That is amazing.
We are still honeymooning at 6
Yes,
You should.
Yes. So here's what I'll say is we have this thing at SIWC called marriage apps, and people, I think, really have. I'm just going to do a little.
You're going to preach the announcements.
I'm not going to preach the announcements, but I think a lot of people feel like that marriage apps is for people who are, struggling in their marriage or whatever. Actually, it's not. It's just a time to come together and learn more together, talk about marriage, talk about the things you've learned, because in that class, you need people from every season of marriage. So, the things that you face when you've been married a year versus 31 years is totally different. But every season and all seasons need to be represented in marriage apps, because you're going to find, you're going to learn. If you've been married a year or 5 years, you're going to learn from the people who've been married 10 years. You're going to, because they're probably closer to where you are in your journey. If you've been married 21 years, I want to talk to people who've been married 35 and 40 years, because we're coming into that stage and that season where, somebody who's married a year, 5 years, 10 years, they may have 15 years, they may have young kids at home. We're kind of past that stage. And so all of that affects your marriage, all of that affects your home life, all of that. You have different challenges, different trials, different needs, different wants during that time. So I think it's just really good. Like, if you can make it out to marriage apps, I know they do book studies and all that good jazz, but it's really just a time to come together and go, wow, hey, this is where we are at in our marriage, and it's, we've weathered this and we've made it through this. So I just think I think that's really cool when you start seeing all those numbers pop up, how important it is.
Well, I like to hang around people who have good marriages. I also like to hang around guys who respect their wife.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Because who you are around is who you become.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It does build community as well. And Chris and Brandy are right. I mean, they have a great story about marriage apps. But, I really do. I think it's so good. I think it's always something. I know I found a tool about 3 or 4 years ago. I found the personality tool that really was a game changer for me personally in communication in my marriage. And so I just think that that's really important when you go and you learn. And Brandy's right. Investing in your marriage is always a good idea. I've never regretted it.
So I'm 44 years old, and my youngest child is going to be 14. My brother, we're talking about different stages.
Yep.
My brother is 3 years older than me, and all of his kids are younger than my oldest.
Yes.
So you want to talk about being in different stages. We're in much different stages of life. He's out playing putt-putt and teaching, all kinds. I mean, they've got,
it's just different.
Caroline is, Catherine.
She'll be 5 in December.
She's going to be 5?
Yeah, she's going to be 5, I think.
She's 3.
No, I think she'll be 5. I think she just turned 4.
So my brother has, 4 kids packed together, and there's a reason for all that. That is a victory, but
yeah, absolutely.
We'll let my brother tell his own story.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you, Donna.
Just different stages.
Thank you, Donna. Yellow is right. I don't know how I feel about it yet. It's growing on me, I guess.
I thought she was talking about mine.
No, she's like,
and
you can really see the yellow on the
Cheetos.
green. So Donna's probably loving the color of the cup, and I'm over here like, yeah. We were engaged and married apps. That's awesome. I agree, Theresa. It is serving each other. Servant leadership, servitude is what really does help.
Pee-wee said he hoped so. Theresa's statement. You better you guys are in the same house.
Even more than the day we married. I love that.
My sister's oldest is 16 and youngest is 2.
That's crazy. So
her.
This morning I met a lady, and her son had just accomplished something in one of his classes that he takes every week. He accomplished something really big. I think she said 5.5. And she's like, but our older kids are all in their 20s. And I was like, oh, that is a vast age difference. Praying for you. You probably find yourselves they are in 2 different stages of life, probably as Michael's sister does. So our oldest daughter is 55. Our youngest is 33. I think that is definitely you know, like just one of those things where you adopted, and
We've
that's
heard
so
this
cool.
a lot today.
Your top makes your face glow. Thank you. I love this
That's
top.
the angelic light of being Melissa.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so listen, let's have some fun. It's Saturday Night
We're not
Live
having fun?
at 9.
We
Well, we're
haven't
having
had
a
fun?
lot of fun. We're having a great time. It's amazing. But I want to kind of do some questions. We were going to get to questions the other night. And this last week, if you haven't had a chance to check out Monday and Tuesday Night of Live at 9, it was really good. A lot of truth bombs dropped. Monday night and Tuesday night, God just kind of showed up and showed out. But anyway, I had some questions. We didn't get to questions, so we're going to have some questions tonight. I hope y'all are ready. Get your fingers ready. Get ready to type, interact. I love it when we have questions. So, here we go.
Welcome to Facebook.
Would you rather? You ready for this? You ready? Do you have any of your big programs running? Maybe that's what maybe your programs are running. Are your programs running? See, like we gotta remember this. Like we're
I'm working on it.
See, he's got programs. Okay, so here we go. You ready?
Again.
He gave me the music. Would you rather eat a taco without meat or without cheese? So would you rather eat a taco without meat
I'm having to do
or
both right now.
without cheese?
I'm having to do both right now.
Okay, well, yeah. Would you rather eat a taco without meat or without cheese? You got that Jaws music? Sin queso. Sin queso. Yeah, I Justin, I kind of agree with you on that. I really do. So without cheese, without meat, then I will call it a cheese quesadilla. Elijah says cheese. Cheese without meat. Tina says without meat. Okay, so here's the follow-up question to the taco. What is your favorite taco meat? What's your favorite taco meat? Like some people like tacos carne de asada. Some like carnita. Some like chicken, grilled chicken, beef.
What's some of the other
Ground
meats
turkey.
that, like, there's a carnitas meat, then
Al
there's
pastor.
and there's another one that they do at La Galleria.
Tinga, no.
Tinga.
Tinga meat. Yes.
I now get ground turkey.
Without meat, it's a quesadilla. Yeah. Well, not really. Because you can put like the shell and the lettuce and the pico. The other night we had tacos. We had tacos on Cinco de Mayo. And we had mango habanero salsa. So good. Without cheese. Let's see. Without cheese, chorizo. That is a great meat. Chicken. Of course, Megan. Chicken. Megan likes chicken. No one is surprised by that, right, guys? Megan wants chicken on her tacos. Pee-wee wants chicken. Justin says beef, chorizo mix. You know, I used to do that. I used to fry up chorizo and all that.
I missed that. I missed the chorizo.
Yeah, I know. Okay, go ahead. I got to take a drink of hot tea here. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Michael is still making fun of me about turkey. Jody says steak tacos.
Oh, steak tacos, yes.
Beef or turkey.
Taco.
Steak.
Yeah.
Ground beef.
It's not a taco without meat. I think that I'm going to like have that like. It's not a taco without meat. I think that is like
Fish
that
tacos.
needs to be on a shirt. Fish tacos are amazing.
Hey, listen, you don't need to be eating me for.
Al pastor.
Al pastor.
I love it. Chorizo.
What are you eating? Al
Beef
pastor.
taco. Hey, Amber says I make some mean turkey taco bowls. So
See you, Sarah.
see you, Sarah.
The pork dish that Casey makes.
Oh man, I bet that is so good. Casey's a
Chorizo,
cook.
egg, and cheese burritos is my favorite.
Do you know that is a great so do you make your own, Tanya? I just want to know. Like, do you make your own? I think that's really cool. Try
Octopus
something more
tacos.
exact. Oh, there we go. Now we're talking. All right, you ready for this? Would you rather eat melted ice cream or frozen watermelon? Melted ice cream, frozen watermelon. I know neither one sounds ideal. Neither one sounds like this is what I want to do. But if you had to choose melted ice cream or frozen watermelon, and I'm just going to jump in and say I've never had frozen watermelon. I'm not saying it's not good. I've just never had it. I have had frozen grapes. Those are really good. Frozen strawberries, frozen blueberries.
There's nothing like melted ice cream with a lot of chocolate and cherries in it.
Well, I started saying, and you could almost kind of drink that.
Drink it. No, you put a spoon in it. You spoon it.
Yeah, there you go. I guess.
Right, me and Pastor Evan playing the spoons. baby, playing the spoons.
Melon, watermelon, frozen watermelon, melted ice cream, melted. I bet it's good gelato. I don't like watermelon. I don't know. She's crazy.
What did your puppy just do?
I don't know. She is who she is. Okay. Melted ice cream, of course, Elijah says frozen watermelon. I've never had frozen watermelon. I don't
Hopefully
know.
you're able to see us now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't check it was
Frozen.
melted ice cream.
Eva says frozen watermelon.
So I would take mint chocolate chip ice cream, and I have to use all this in past tense, and then put chocolate and then cherry juice on it, and I loved it when it's melted.
See, there you go. So that's a shake. That's a shake.
It's not a shake.
Yeah.
It's melted ice cream.
Ice cream soup. Yeah, I just found that interesting.
Evan
Like
and I
that
are
was
playing
one
the
of
spoons
those.
right here.
That was one of those questions that I was just like, I don't know. I
Wait a minute.
one of those.
Here's the comment of the night. You ready?
Yep. I just don't like fruit, honestly. Is anyone surprised? Hand claps for Megan. Hand claps for Megan, man. Hand claps. Girl, you're awesome. Okay.
I was down in the weird, like.
So this is a good question. You ready for this? Like, this will make you think. And
Okay, because
actually,
the other ones haven't.
okay, you ready? So this is really going to be telling of some
Come here,
people's
Lucy.
personality.
Come here.
This is really going to be don't
Come on,
cause her
Lucy.
to get up here. No.
Come on, Luce.
No. Just sit down. Sit down. Enjoy life. Okay. Anyway, this question. Here we go. So this one will really be telling, and I really want you to be honest.
Yeah, because
Would you rather be
we are
the
Christian.
villain or the superhero? Would you rather be the superhero or the villain?
Well, but now the superheroes became villains.
Yeah, and the villains became superheroes. Yeah, I don't know. So would you rather be the superhero or the villain? And I do think that there's some people like, I would like to be the villain. I don't know.
Lucy always enjoys life.
Yes, she does.
Ah,
Shout out to
superhero.
Miss Allegra. She's amazing.
I want to be the Black Panther.
There
I
you
like
go.
his skill set.
Yeah.
And
There we go.
he comes
don't watch-
from
I
a
don't
utopian kingdom.
Oh, now we're talking. Superhero. Oh, definitely a superhero. Superhero. Like everyone's like,
Same here.
same in our house, Amber. Same in our house. Superhero. Everyone's like, I'll be the superhero.
So,
Because if I say
Amber,
it,
I
I'll
don't know
be
if
the
Shane's
villain.
watching or not, but I was with somebody today who just thinks the world of your husband. Just thinks the world of your husband.
Aw,
Had all kinds of questions for me about your husband.
I love that. I think
Depends
Shane
on
is
the
one of
day.
the finest men. Depends on the day. See, okay, so at least Michael's being honest. Like, it just depends on the day. Like,
Well,
there's some days.
Well, when you're Georgia,
What?
you're usually the
Like Notre Dame? Notre Dame is usually...
No, wait a second. Now,
Notre
Pastor
Dame,
Michael,
I don't think
Pastor
is...
Michael was giving it today just as good as he was giving
Ah,
it.
there we go.
He sent me a picture
Yeah.
and was ripping on me.
No one
today.
is, like, really answering this question. They're like, yeah. Although I feel like a villain sometimes. Yeah, I guess. Wonder Woman. I would be her. There you go.
Listen,
Okay.
there's a lot of guys wondering what women think.
Yeah. David says, I want to be
Well, I think this is
a masked hero. Oh, the masked hero who has no superpowers.
because she
See?
switched over to David's computer.
Yeah, I want to be the witty sidekick. Me too. Because usually
You already are.
that's
you are
awesome.
the witty sidekick to the superhero, the comic hero.
You know what?
Chris.
I think ask any child when you say time to clean up or time to go to bed, you're going to be the villain. No matter what, you're going to be the bad person. So anyway, hero. Okay, so this was a very interesting question.
I
So
doubt-
everybody needs
I-
to chime in.
I doubt it.
Would you rather eat the worst food in the world? Like the worst food in the world. Or hear the worst sound in the world? So would you rather eat the worst food in the world or hear the worst sound in the world?
I think it happens at the same time.
Well, it probably would.
You eat
Yeah.
the worst food in the world, and all of a sudden you get the worst sound in the world. Jim Carrey did it in Dumb and Dumber. You want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
Yeah. So everyone's like sound.
Sound,
How long
sound.
how long is the sound? What's the duration of sound?
What
You
did
know, it
Megan
doesn't
say?
give me
I'm
that.
betting Megan went with sound.
She hasn't said anything yet. Sound, food, sound. So anyway, okay, so I got to thinking about this. So today I saw that there is a TV show out. I'm so unfamiliar with TV. And today I watched a little bit of TV. And there is a cooking show that is the best, or I'm sorry, it's the best of the worst cooks. Best of the worst cooks. Like the worst cooks.
So, were you applying for the show?
No, but my daughter said that she would nominate me. So that's just kind of sad, isn't it? I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So anyway, I found it interesting. That's a tough one. Teresa's like worst food. Most loud sound hurts my ears. Yeah. Zoe, our youngest daughter. Remember how she just hated.
God, I'll pour some oil down here.
Yeah, there we
Deliver
go.
you from that.
Yeah, there we go.
Spirit.
Megan's like, my answer is sound. I know my answer is shocking, but definitely sound. So there we go.
And the worst food for her is anything but chicken.
Yeah, there we go. Michael said sound. 3 kids in a minivan for 12 hours. That's the sound right there. So
The show nailed it.
yeah. Okay, so here's my next question. Is because I hope everybody is jumping in on this. Like I hope everybody is answering. Like that's kind of important. So that's what makes this fun. So here's this one, and I oh goodness, this one got me only because I had to do one of these things for a little. Oh, that is amazing.
Very good.
Oh, that is amazing. Go, Maddie
Got a
and
lot of good
Blake. And
things
good to
happening.
hear that about Kevin. We're still believing for a complete and total healing, complete restoration, and 0 lasting complications. In Jesus' name. That's what we're praying, believing for. Okay, so would you rather be silent
Yes.
all day long or be still all day long?
Silent.
Silent for you?
I can't stay in the house. I can't. No, that would drive me crazy.
It would drive you crazy. So, would you rather be silent or be still all day
I think you
long?
would choose still. Because being silent would just absolutely destroy
But
you.
I was silent, remember? Remember I couldn't talk for 4 weeks? Like, I couldn't talk. So, silent, 100% silent. Yeah,
I can always use sign language.
yeah.
You gotta find people that know it.
Good night to everyone who's signing off right now.
Silent.
Silent. Okay, silent.
No one says still.
No one has said still. I think that is just so telling. Like, we love to be doing. We love to be active.
We all believe we're human doings.
Yeah, we're not human beings. We're human doings. Yeah. Anyway, I think that is definitely a unique question. So we've learned that no one can be still. But we all can be silent.
We learned that people don't want to be still.
That'll preach. Be still. Actually, yes, that will.
Oh, snap. Here we go.
Psalm 46 and 10.
I heard this for an hour on the way home.
No. Psalm 46 and 10. Anyway, yeah. So here's one for you. Are you ready?
See?
Are you ready? Good. Okay.
Good night, Marie.
Would you rather never eat dessert or never sleep? Never eat dessert or never sleep?
Would there be health repercussions if I didn't sleep?
Well, yeah, if you don't sleep.
Well, then no dessert.
No dessert?
As much as I don't like to sleep, I don't want any health repercussions.
No.
And dessert creates health repercussions too. You know, that box full of Krispy Kremes you ate earlier.
Didn't eat a box full of Krispy Kremes. Anyway, all right, never eat dessert.
Marley said never sleep.
Yeah.
Hello, Marley.
I'd rather not sleep than not have.
How many of you have trouble sleeping?
Yeah. Like, is this like a big thing? Like sleeping?
Sleep's for sissies.
Yeah. You make it sound like it's 2 bad choices for not to talk, and this sounds really nice. I love Chris, always giving us that truth perspective right there. Love it. Man, a lot of people are Trouble sleeping? Wow.
Hmm.
I think that is one of the things we were talking about today with Psalm 46 and 10. Being still and know that I'm God. Be still actually says have leisure and know that I'm God. And to be still is the word, it's the Greek word, right? Greek word shoals. And the Hebrew word rapha or something like that means to let go, to relax. Oh my goodness, I don't want to get this wrong, but briefly, I didn't even think about the scripture until I read the question tonight. But it talks about how, hold on one second, it's right here. It's Rapha, to release, to let go, and to relax, and how the devil doesn't want us to let go, doesn't want us to relax, and he doesn't want us to release. And that's just, he doesn't want that for us. And when the goal of being still is to know God. And of course, the devil doesn't want us to be still because he doesn't want us to know God. He doesn't want us to know God's attributes or God's character. And when we're still and we just say, okay, and I'm often reminded of when they were to go into battle in the Old Testament. And the Lord said, you know what? You just need to be still. I'll fight the battle for you. You just need to be still. And I think it's very telling that we have trouble being still. And I think it's because the enemy doesn't want us to be still. Because if we're ever still and we have leisure and we release things to God and we relax in God's presence and we let go of things that are weighing us down or that's causing us to worry or causing us to have fear or causing us to question God, have confusion and doubts, boom. If we're ever get to that point where we're still, the devil does not want us for that because he can't be still. So the goal of being still is to know God. So I don't know, just a little.
Sweet rest comes with quiet confidence, is the way I would say it.
Yeah.
So the confidence that you have in God, that he's going to take care of tomorrow, and he talked about worrying about it. All the worry you do won't fix a thing. But if you have confidence in God that he's going to take care of it, then that allows you to rest and rest easy. I would say, like I read some of the people talk about when they have the energy to do things. You have to accomplish things when you have the energy to do it. And I think sometimes we've been developed into a world, and I don't want to wax too philosophical here, but we've been developed into a world that makes us conform to the way that the world wants us to do it, right? So it used to be 9 to 5. Well, my whole career it was never 9 to 5.
Yeah. True.
But if you're a person that has energy at night, maybe that's the way you were designed was to work at night, where you can accomplish things in the evening, like you think better.
Very true.
I hang around a lot of people who we get, now I don't do this as much anymore, not since my recent health thing. But I used to be a very, very early morning riser, and I would accomplish a lot of things, and it's kind of kicked back in the last 3 or 4 weeks. But we get up really early, and before everybody else would get up and work 3 or 4 hours before anybody else working, and accomplish a lot of things when phones aren't ringing, text messages aren't coming in. All those things are happening. So sometimes we begin to feel guilty about things based on the way our culture has adapted us to think
true.
about certain things. But if you have the energy, I used to, I'd get up, be up at 4 o'clock in the morning out working on things and projects, and the neighbor would be just coming home. And he's like, what are you doing? You've been up all night? I'm like, no, I just got up, and this is when I feel productive, and I like to do that. I love to work at night because I love to relax during the day. I love the sunshine. I love being out in it. I don't want to be in my office when the sun's shining outside. And I never, up until pastoring, was in an office very much.
No.
And I struggle with it to this day.
Yeah. I love that. I love knowing your dad was real.
My dad was huge
passionate about
when you have the energy to do things.
Yeah, if you have the energy to do it, that's when you do it. And don't wait, don't procrastinate, things like that. So, yeah, I love that.
So when do you feel the most productive? Like, when do you feel like, is it like Tina said here, from noon to 8. And I think something that employers ought to look at, and I know certain things are very difficult. There's certain jobs very difficult to do this for if the
Right.
company has certain hours. But if you're looking for productivity, we got to look at things differently. Like, our staff, we're working right now. We work every night. We work most of the days. And so you got to think about that in terms of dealing with people. When are they the most productive?
Right.
How are they creative? All of those things. What we've done is we've created boxes and just put everybody in the same box, but not everybody was creative to be in the same box.
Absolutely. And I think you got to be so mindful of that. Learn that about yourself. If you don't know when listen, maybe you're watching tonight and you're like, I don't know when I'm most productive. Maybe you're retired and you're like, I don't know. But so if you're retired, kind of look back over your life and see when you felt the best during the day, when you were working. If you're still working, take like a challenge this week and try to figure out when you feel like you're mentally at your peak. You're like, yes, I am dialed in and I am focused on what I'm supposed to be doing right now. I think that's really good. So, hey, Charlotte, thanks for jumping on tonight. Good to see you.
I think it's important to know who you are. And you have to really work hard at.
I can totally relate to this, Brandy. I'm working hard.
Procrastination is a bad motivator.
It is. It is. I'm working hard at it, but I totally feel Brandy on that. I totally feel that. So, look at that. Megan's like, I'm terrible in the mornings. Lula's like, my mornings, I feel my mind's overloaded. You're not alone in that. Terry says mornings. See, there you go. I don't know when my best time is, to be honest.
Well, it never used to be mornings, and now it is.
Oh yeah, I love the mornings. Like, I live to get up in the morning, make a cup of coffee, have my devotion. I mean, like, I live for that. Like, I just think that's fun.
But procrastination creates an urgency, which is actually like dopamine, and then we thrive off of it.
There we go. Lynn's like, I would be a second shift person.
Second shift.
Cheryl said mornings, especially after coffee.
I worked third shift during my senior year of high school.
See? There you go.
And I would go to government class and I'd sleep. I still got an A in government. He would literally wake me up and answer questions. But thankfully, that was because I'd been to a lot of places in Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
I kind of knew all that. And I'd sleep for the first hour and I was good the rest of the day. And I worked, 8 to 6 or something like that is what I worked for a grocery store and stock shelves in high school.
There you go. Tanya's like, I do like working during the day now, but I'm working on a puzzle, and I could be up all night finishing this puzzle. So Tina says, I use the morning to do things that don't require as much mental energy. I love that. Really early and really late. Yeah, procrastinate now. Don't wait. See, that's really, I am, honestly, I could probably stay up late if I wanted to, but now that I'm so used to getting up in the mornings, I feel like I don't know. I feel like when I was up, I don't know if I feel like I'm up late night. I don't know.
What is late?
Well, late for me is like, I don't know. Like, if I'm up past 11:30, I like to go to bed.
Saturday nights is the one night that I force myself to go to sleep because I want to be full of energy all day on Sunday. So it's like the only night of the week I really put a bedtime on myself. Is like, this is I need to be up. I need to be sharp. My brain needs to be ready to go. All those things.
Yeah, I mean, for me, in these last few seconds we've got left together, I have thoroughly enjoyed getting up in the morning. Like, I have a routine, and I can tell you, I do not like my routine to get off track at all. Like, and that's probably one of the reasons why, because I saw where Megan said I was doing really good at getting up at 5:30, and then boom, I fell off the wagon in the winter.
I get the winter blues very badly.
He does.
Melissa's always very concerned about me. And the worse the weather is, all this rain, all this other stuff, does not do well for me.
Chris, I love that you have honed in on that.
And that's the lunch hour, right?
Like that, you have honed in. Like, without question. Like, you know. Way to go, man. Way to go. Way to go. All right, guys, we love you all. Tomorrow is Happy Mom's Day. We're going to be celebrating all the ladies in the house tomorrow.
Big photo booth.
We'll be celebrating moms. Have a special gift for all the moms in the house. Yes, we have a great photo booth. It's amazing. Shout out to Aaron, Tony Dixon, Angie Conjardo, and I don't know if they've got anybody else to help them. But anyway, that's going to be taking place tomorrow. Got some funny elements going on in the service tomorrow, so you don't want to miss it. We're having a great time. We're going to have a great time. So we look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
See y'all tomorrow. Live, 9, 11, and 1 on site and online. See you then.
See you then.